So that's the Council of Wise Men.
Welcome to the live show.
Yep. That's the representative, Lord Miklatov, and the lot. Without a king, Council of Wise Men has full authority on matters regarding the kingdom. They're a very important bunch, so don't go disrespecting them.
Got it. Thanks for filling me in. Still, this is where they're gonna tell us why the royal selection was delayed, huh? That's a relief after all that running around we did trying to gather intel.
Well, you could also say that all that running around was a big old waste of time.
Depends on how you see it. But we did find out other things along the way. Right, Reinhardt?
Yes. I'm glad to see you again, Subaru.
Yeah, same here. We've got a lot to catch up on.
I'd love to chat with you, but let's focus on this delegation for now. We can talk for as long as you want after.
That's so. I'll hold you to it then.
Quiet. The captain and the Council of Wise Men are about to begin.
They really don't like
hello,
you.
Welcome to the show.
Keep it to yourself in the meantime.
O honored members of the Council of Wise Men, all the respective royal candidates have gathered at your summons. As the head of the Knights of the Royal Guard, I, Marcos, shall lead the proceedings.
Yes. Please continue.
We have gathered you all here today for an important update to those involved in the selection of the next ruler. That is, the Royal Selection Ceremony. The members of the Council of Wise Men and the candidates in the selection process have gathered here to discuss that very reason. Approximately 6 months ago, our previous king and his royal family all passed away. With the king gone, the kingdom's straits have turned dire, particularly due to the issue being deeply entangled in the covenant of the Dragon Kingdom Lagunica. The dragon's relations with our great kingdom spans back several centuries. The king at the time, Varsail Lagunica, made a covenant with the holy dragon Volcanica. Since then, the dragon has saved the kingdom during numerous crises with its almighty glory. The holy dragon Volcanica represents the utmost of loyalty and sense of justice. Even after all these generations, it watches over us from beyond the great waterfalls.
That is why maintaining the Covenant greatly affects the existence of the kingdom itself. Having the entire royal bloodline fall to plague is a regretful matter. But we must now establish the next priestess as soon as possible. The Dragon Friend ceremony will help renew the Covenant. It is a meeting in which the chosen priestess will communicate with the dragon. It is a role that has been heralded by the royal family for generations and must now be filled.
And we of the Knights of the Royal Guard have received explicit orders from the Council of Wise Men. We must find the priestess who has been chosen by the Dragon Gem. And now, Knight Reinhard van Estrella, please report your findings.
Yes, sir. To the honorable members of the Council of Wise Men, I am Reinhard van Estrella of the Knights of the Royal Guard. I am here to report that I have successfully found the 5th candidate.
The 5th candidate? There's Amelia, Cruce, and Priscilla. There's also another person I haven't seen before. With the 5th one, that should be all of them. Wait, and what's the big stink about it being delayed?
This is our 5th priestess, Miss Felt.
Wait, what? Felt? She's the 5th candidate?
What the hell? Reinhardt, you brought me here without a single explanation! What's going on here?
I'm surprised. What brought this on?
Don't play dumb with me! This place, these clothes, you, and all these people! What's up with all this? Oh, I just about had it with all this!
Do you not like the dress? I think you look quite stunning.
Forget about the clothes! It's not like I'm embarrassed or anything. I'm just saying, I hate it! And not just the outfit, I hate you too! Do you have no shame as a Knight of Honor for kidnapping and imprisoning a young girl like me?
I merely did so for the prosperity of the kingdom.
How do I put this? I guess I'm kinda relieved that things haven't changed with you.
She's not holding back one bit against the Great Sword Saint. It's pretty refreshing to see.
Huh? You're here too? Really makes me question the point of this meeting.
Reinhard van Astrea.
Yes. Now, Miss Felt, please hold this.
There! Happy?
Insignia's shining.
So then, the Dragon Gem has accepted her as a priestess?
I always thought these things were weird, even when I stole one of them. I wonder what makes them glow like this.
Stole? It is proof that the Great Dragon has acknowledged you, Miss Felt. As you all can see, the Dragon Gem recognizes Miss Felt as a priestess. She has the right to participate in the royal selection.
Pardon me, Sir Reinhard, but is that not a bit rash to say? I question whether the Dragon Gem is genuine or not in the first place.
I beg your pardon?
Are you deaf? I'm asking about the validity of her Dragon Gem. Allow me to confirm it with my own eyes. This goes for all the candidates present.
Sir Rickert.
What point is there in hiding it any further? Is that not why you called everyone here today?
Hold on a sec.
What's the matter, Miss Anastasia?
I don't get what's going on here, but I'm a busy woman. As they say in Kararagi, time is money. What's the point in checking out our Dragon Gems? The only reason any of us are here is because our insignias are the real deal.
Regarding that...
Excuse me! Sorry I'm late! The royal capital is just so big, being from the countryside and all.
No, Melty. You can't use that as an excuse here.
Oh, sorry, Sakura. I guess Tiga and I are the only country bumpkins here.
Calm down, Mel. Take a deep breath. Breathe in slowly, then exhale. Ready? And out. Well, feel relaxed?
Yeah. Thanks, Tiga. So,
I apologize, Miss Melty. Due to your tardiness, we've already begun without you.
What? Really? I'm sorry!
That girl. Is she the nun I saw in the city? The other two are the ones who came to the manor as emissaries. So, those two are part of this as well. Though I guess that's pretty obvious now. But then, who is she?
Apologies for the delayed introductions. This young lady is the 6th priestess, Melty Pristis.
What?!
Now then, will each of the royal candidates relinquish their dragon gems for inspection?
Well, I guess so. Who would have expected a sixth candidate? It'd be pretty bad if there were an imposter among us.
I'd like to check Miss Felt's dragon gem first, if you don't mind.
I guess things are moving along now. Anyway, don't you think the royal candidates are all a bit too quirky?
Excuse me, but you're not talking about Miss Cruchet, aren't you?
I mean, she's pretty special in her own way, but the others are way out there too. You've got Felt, the princess of the streets, and Priscilla, the epitome of arrogance. And that Anastasia girl's from another country entirely, right? From a passing glance, the only normal ones seem to be Mealy, Cruchet, and...
Here you go.
that Melty girl.
I get why you'd say that about Miss Cruchet and Miss Melty, but even Miss Amelia, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. More importantly, it looks like they're done with their inspection.
We have completed our analysis of all the dragon gems that are present here today. The candidacy of each priestess has been proven without a single doubt. According to the prophecy as laid out by the Dragonstone, when the covenant with Lagunica has severed, the new bearer of the Holy Dragon shall lead the nation. It also states that 5 shall be called upon for their nomination to the throne. Among them, a single priestess will be elected to serve a new covenant with the Holy Dragon.
The Dragonstone has as much history as our great nation itself. When the fate of the kingdom is at stake, prophecies are foretold. Considering the great effects the Dragonstone has had upon our kingdom, it is our duty to fulfill such prophecies.
The Holy Dragon Volcanica bestowed upon us the Dragonstone, which has guided the kingdom extensively in the past. In the days of yore, our kingdom had braved through the coup de grace famine and the nightmare of Blight Dragon Balgrin. Come now to recent times, and we can see how it alerted us to the Black Serpent invasion, allowing us to minimize casualties.
That is quite enough. Everyone present knows already of its greatness.
However, that still leaves us with 6 of supposedly 5 priestesses. Yet none of their dragon gems are fake.
Which means we must delay the royal selection until the number of priestesses is as foretold.
Hold it, old man. Don't complicate things any more than you should. No one ever asked me if I wanted to be the next ruler. If I drop out, that'll make 5 candidates. Then you won't need to delay the whole thing. I was dragged all the way out here from the slums anyway. I told that knight to take me back, but he refused. Not only that, he stashed away my regular outfit and made me wear this frilly nonsense. This is super annoying. I never agreed to any of it.
Then that settles it. If this one declines, we'll have the proper number of candidates for the royal selection. There is no more reason to postpone it. Besides, the other candidates are merely here to fill in for the foretold numbers, unlike me.
I cannot allow that comment to pass, Priscilla Bariel. That goes for your withdrawal as well, Felt. Considering the importance of such an event, I do not condone such an action.
What the hell? I wasn't asking for your opinion. I make my own decisions. Outsiders can keep their sticking noses out of it.
Whoa, things are getting really tense now. It'll be pretty bad if it continues on like this.
I beg your pardon.
What insolence! Do you realize the importance of the discussion at hand?
My apologies, sir, but I have an urgent message to relay. We just caught an intruder trying to sneak onto castle grounds. This intruder...
What are you looking at me for?
The intruder is demanding to see Miss Felt.
Don't make me repeat myself. Let Old Man Rom go.
I apologize, but we can do no such thing. Since you have denounced your candidacy for the royal selection, you have denounced your title that commands us as well.
So if I don't go through with the royal selection, then you won't listen to me. Is that it?
That is the most basic idea of it, yes.
Fine then. I'll join this stupid ceremony. You just want me to try to become the next ruler, right? Reinhardt!
Yes, Miss Felt.
Uncuff him. They're too small anyway. And it's making my own wrists hurt just looking at them.
Right away.
Felt, I was trying to stop you.
Sorry, Old Man Rom. I can't just abandon you like this.
I raised you to be too nice!
So that makes 6 candidates with verified dragon insignias. We're right back where we started.
No, that does not seem to be the case.
Huh?
By the way, Miss Amelia, where is your benefactor, Margrave Mathers?
I apologize, but Roswell is not currently present in the royal capital today.
I see. So your guardian is not present. Not to mention that his sanity is in doubt, having nominated a silver-haired half-devil for the throne.
Lord Bordeaux, you are out of line.
Lord Miklatov, do you not see how this half-devil resembles the description of the Witch of Envy herself? The very being that once devoured half of the world, forcing all living things unto the brink of despair. Do not tell me you are unaware of the legends. Your appearance and lineage are enough to instill fear into the masses, yet you dare attempt to usurp the throne? How execrable!
You little...
Stay back, Subaru!
Don't stop me, Rem! I can't forgive anyone who talks to Amelia like that!
Miss Amelia is already aware that she must endure such abuse. Besides...
Besides what?
Do you really believe he would sit by idly while Miss Amelia is berated as such?
Awfully bold of you to speak to my beloved daughter like that, human.
Don't tell me.
I could encase this entire castle in ice with you lot inside of it if I wanted. Don't you dare forget that.
The apocalypse beast of eternal frost.
I suppose some have called me by that name before. Looks like you youngsters know your stuff.
Being treated as a youngster at this age is quite the experience.
So, you resort to intimidation now that the circumstances have changed. Such words are clearly a threat to us.
I don't agree with making threats either. You can't freeze us all inside this castle. I won't stand for it. And Lord Bordeaux also took things too far. Don't you agree, Tiga?
What? Why are you bringing me into this? Well, either way, I don't think you should make threats you don't plan on carrying out, Great Spirit. There are people like her who will take it seriously.
Aw, guess you saw right through me, huh?
What do you mean? He isn't going to freeze us?
Of course not, Mel. The Great Spirit would never do such a thing. And pardon me for saying, but if I may, I also believe Lord Bordeaux stepped out of line. I don't believe Miss Amelia's appearance or origin have anything to do with the validity of her dragon gem. Not to mention that Margrave Mathers' absence is hardly a reason to be suspicious of her. I mean, isn't it normal to be preoccupied when a meeting such as this is held so suddenly?
Hold on. So this is a parallel universe. And so that means there's a multiverse. And since he could die multiple times, be set into that same universe, into the different universe but same dimension. that must mean that there is unlimited multiverses of Subaru and Pup. Lots of them. And there's unlimited. Yes, it is. It goes on forever. It will never end because Subaru could never die. He will be able to die, but he'll be reincarnated. And in this universe, we took how Subaru lives. It's a parallel universe. Okay.
Excuse me? You make it sound as if we're the weird ones for gathering here.
Ah, pardon me, Miss Anastasia. In your case, I would say you're abnormal, yes, but in a good way. With your graceful beauty and extraordinary talent for dealing in business affairs, it's clear to everyone that you are not like the rest of us.
My, you certainly have a way with words. Perhaps you would feel more natural being a merchant than a knight.
I'm honored by the compliment, but I fear we've strayed from the topic at hand. However, I do believe it would be rash to make a decision at this very moment.
I agree with Sotiga, but what shall we do in this instance?
Lord Miklatov, do not lend your ears to this child!
We were all young once, not to mention that he seems to be quite a thought-provoking young man in my eyes.
You're far too... My intention wasn't to stand out as much as I have, but... Since you asked, I shall answer. We cannot avoid this postponement, though it would be a real shame to end things on such a dreary note. So...
I got it.
Let's have a little get-together.
The story is this is a different dimension, not a
get-together?
Multi-universe. It's a different dimension. Well, at least from what I'm seeing it from. Because everything's the same while also being... some things being different.
Hey, Subaru. You enjoying this little party?
Oh, hey, Tiga. To be honest, it's a bit tense for something usually meant for more friendly relations. You'd need a pretty big knife to cut through this atmosphere. Not to mention some of the candidates didn't even stick around.
Ah, you mean Mrs. Priscilla and Anastasia. Those two are like oil and water, but they are rather logical in their rationale. They must have thought that it'd be better to continue doing their own thing rather than participate in this gathering. Something wrong?
No, I was just noticing how observant you are. You had a lot of confidence talking to those bigwigs earlier, too. Are you used to this sort of thing?
It's not that I've done this a lot, if that's what you're asking. I've just always been good at composing myself when on stage, so to speak. I don't really get nervous or anxious when situations get tense.
Huh. Is that right?
I'm quite jealous of you. I'm such a nervous Nelly.
Whoa, Mealy. That's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh, there you go again.
Hello, Miss Amelia. I apologize for the sudden proposal of this get-together.
No, it's okay. This gives us an opportunity to speak to everyone.
So, how'd your greetings go? Since I wasn't invited for some reason.
Probably because you say things like that.
Well... we made our rounds without issues. Whether we made good impressions or not is a different matter altogether.
You mean...
It went as you're probably imagining. My appearance was an issue earlier too, wasn't it?
About you looking like some witch from a long time ago. Man, what does that have to do with anything going on now? Your silver hair, eye color, and face are totes adorbs! That's all that matters!
That's a bit extreme, Subaru.
But it is a very Subaru way of thinking.
It really does make me happy that you try to console me like this, Subaru. But I can't just ignore the way it makes me feel.
I'm not really trying to make you feel better so much as I'm telling you what I truly think.
What a wonderful way of thinking! I'm incredibly moved by your sentiment.
Hey, it's the maid.
What?
Are you all done, Mel?
Oh, yes. I finished speaking with everyone else. Now I'd like to speak with Miss Amelia and her associates.
With me?
Yes. That is, if you wouldn't mind.
No, of course not. I'm happy you asked. I would love to talk.
Wonderful!
Ah, what good timing. Would you mind if we joined you?
We? Are you including me in this too?
Is that an issue? Though I suppose you don't have to if you're too afraid.
The hell? I ain't scared of nothing. Fine. I'll show you what's what.
Please don't fight! Miss Amelia, won't you say something as well?
Having a nice chat with you all sounds very fun.
Oh. What a pleasant smile.
Rem, could you prepare us some tea?
Yes, of course. Right this way, please.
The ladies sure sound excited. Just seeing such a lovely sight makes having this get-together all the more worthwhile.
I agree with you there. Mealy looks like she's having a lot of fun. Her attitude from earlier did a complete 180.
Then you should share in her happiness, Subaru. You look as if you're disappointed in yourself for some reason.
Of course you'd say that, Mr. Popular.
Well, that certainly came out of nowhere.
What are you talking about, you two? I hope you don't mind if we join you.
Reinhard, the Sword Saint.
Oh, please. You may simply call me Reinhard. We're both knights of royal candidates, after all. Besides, that title is still too heavy for me to bear.
All right, if you say so.
What's got Mewtwo so excited?
I was just commenting on how popular Tiga must be, being so aware of the finer details.
Doesn't that make Mew feel a little hollow inside, Subaru?
You bet it does. And then Reinhard came out of nowhere. What am I supposed to do here?
Want Fairy to make Mew feel better?
I won't say it's not tempting, but I only have eyes for Mealy, you know.
Hey, Reinhard. Does Subaru not know about Sir Felix?
So it seems I should probably tell him.
Shh.
Well, there you have it. We should just observe for now.
Agreed.
Hey, you two! Don't start gossiping like school kids! We can't lose to the girls here. Let's deepen our manly bonds! Luckily for us, that annoying Julius isn't around.
I agree. We should all get to know each other better. However, I think you misunderstand something about Julius. He is a very good friend, and...
Ah, shut up!
Oh, Subaru. I don't understand why Mew don't like Julius so meouch.
Bad timing, perhaps? Now, let's go join in the merrymaking, Sir Felix. Or was it Ferris?
You get it? I'll let you escort me then.
That's quite the honor.
Hey, come on over already!
Then I'll go back to the manor and update Roswell about what happened yesterday.
Are you sure you should go by yourself? Maybe we should come with you.
It's fine, Subaru. I'll be with her. We'll arrive at the manor while the sun's still out. There shouldn't be any problems.
But...
Don't worry, Rem will be with you. Besides, you need to prioritize your treatment, so you should stay here and continue your sessions with Ferris. Be a good boy and be patient.
Miss Amelia, your dragon carriage is ready.
Yes, thank you. Well then, Rem. Please take care of Subaru while I'm away.
Yes, he will be in good hands. Please stay safe.
don't like this plan.
Now. If you want to help Leah, there are tons of other things you can do, can't you?
Like what?
Like finding the fake priestess. We can't do that if we're not in the royal capital, right?
Huh. You've got a point there. Alright then. Go on ahead, Mealy. You can count on me to handle everything here.
Where did you get so much energy all of a sudden? Subaru can be quite cute when he gets excited.
So, with Mealy gone, my job is to weed out the imposter in the capital. Time to expose the fake candidate.
Yes, let us expose them. But do you have any leads?
Nope, not a one. We'll have to find some. Any suggestions, Rem?
I'm sorry. I'm not currently able to think of any. Not to mention, I must be on my way to speak with Miss Cruchet right now.
Cruchet? Why?
I have orders from Lord Roswell to do so. So...
I see. That's fine then. You go do your thing, Rem. I'll try coming up with some ideas of my own.
Alright. I will be back before you know it. Please remember to not do anything rash, Subaru.
I got it. You worry too much, Rem. Well, now that Rem's gone too, I guess I'll start looking for those leads. Since Rem's meeting with Cruchet, I'll hit up the other candidates. Melty seems like the easiest one to talk to, so I'll start with her.
Where the hell's the church? Oh, it's probably down here.
Someone just left all these boxes and pieces of wood lying around.
I'd love to see the Dragonstone in person one of these days.
I wonder what the people chosen as royal candidates for the royal selection are like.
There are a lot of sketchy-looking people here. Patrolling this part of town isn't easy.
A church with a cute girl? Maybe that church on the other side of the shopping district?
Gaston and his group need to be smarter about how they run things.
Whew, finally found it. The church Melty tends to. So, there are churches in this world too, huh? Though I guess they worship dragons instead of gods? Well, whatever.
Subaru! What are you doing here?
Hey, Melty. Long time no see. Well, since yesterday. I was wondering if I could talk to you for a bit.
Whoa there, Subaru. That's pretty bold of you. The royal selection may have been postponed, but you're in the middle of enemy territory here. Aren't you being a little careless?
Huh? Careless? Oof. Well, now that you mention it. Maybe?
Come on, did you think through this at all? You need to consider your situation more.
Sorry. But considering you're going out of your way to tell me that, I can assume you guys don't mean me any harm, right? You were very considerate of Mealy the other day, too.
Good grief, man.
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that you two seem so close. I was admiring how quickly boys can become friends with one another.
Close? Us?
Oh, come on, cut it out, Mel.
Huh?
He and I aren't close. More like we look out for each other in the battlefield. That's all there is to it.
We may have been born at separate times, but we die together.
Your bond is far greater than I imagined.
Good one.
I wish we weren't so strangely in sync. Anyway, I hope you didn't come here just to mess around.
No, I wanted to talk. You know, to exchange some information.
Is that so? Then I'll make us some tea.
Oh, don't mind me. I'll just take the best tea you've got.
How highly do you think of yourself?
I see. So neither of us have enough information yet.
It hasn't been very long since the royal candidates were gathered, so there still seems to be a great deal of confusion.
The only thing we know for sure is how serious everything is. But in any case, I didn't realize you were Melty's knight, Tiga. No wonder you could see through Mealy's hood.
I'm not all that special. I just happened to stumble my way into this position. If we're talking about pure skill, there's someone far more suited for the job.
Tiga, do you really dislike being my knight that much? I know I can be quite the airhead at times, and I'm not as dignified as the others. Not to mention how I got lost just the other day.
No, you've got it all wrong, Mel. I was just talking about my level of skill, that's all. When it comes to matters of the heart, no one is more worthy of being your knight than me. I want to be your knight. So please, don't sour your face like that. Smile for me, Mel.
Tiga. Yes, of course.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh, nothing. I was just admiring you, Tiga.
My abilities may not be adequate enough, but I refuse to let go of my position. All I need to do is build myself up to reach the appropriate level of someone of my stature.
No, not that. I was impressed that you could say something so cheesy with a straight face.
Really now?
I'm kidding. What you talked about is something I need to learn for myself, too. I'm gonna remember that. So, he refuses to give up, huh?
Subaru?
I've got the intel I wanted, though I guess this isn't much of an exchange. Either way, I look forward to seeing you guys again. Wait, is that weird of me to say right now?
Because we support opposing factions? I'd say it's a bit too late worrying about that now, don't you think?
We may be competing with one another for the throne, but there's no need to hate each other in the process. So, well, I would be absolutely thrilled if we continued getting along.
Yeah, I I feel the same way. I'm sure you spoke to each other yesterday, but I'll let Mealy know too. Yeah, there's no need for us to hate each other. She's completely right about that one. Morning, Rem.
Good morning, Subaru. Did you sleep well?
Yeah, like a baby. I might even be able to fly among the clouds.
I cannot have you flying away. I would not be able to catch up with you if you did. So please travel on foot instead.
I'm only kidding. I'm not Roswaal, you know?
Now then, where are we off to today?
Oh, about that. It's on us to find out who the fake candidate is, seeing as we're the only ones left in the capital.
So long as it does not delay you receiving treatment, then I am all for it.
Of course I'll get treated, but I'll be doing other stuff too. So for now, we should be gathering information.
Gathering information?
Yeah. I want to find out more by going around and asking people some questions. Who knows what we might learn that'll lead us to the imposter. We could start in the shopping district. There's someone I want to talk to there too.
Thanks for your business. You're awfully generous today. I never expected you'd stop by so often. You didn't even have a penny to your name that first time. But now look at you.
Oh, stop it. No need to bring up those old times together. It'd be a real stab to my heart if my favorite shop closed down because I didn't give it my patronage. If only I had shopped more at that stall with the scary-looking shopkeeper. I don't want to live with such regrets later in my life.
That's none of your business. My shop's been through more close calls than you know. I don't need your help to keep it up and running.
Oh, so you haven't always been in the green?
Well, I've got plenty of stories about my screw-ups. Like that one time I stocked up on goods that I felt would give me a big payday, but I didn't sell squat.
I hear the market is unpredictable and ever-evolving. So reading into trends correctly must be a difficult task.
Exactly. The market can unexpectedly change at any minute. Like recently, with the North Passage having been sealed off. If anyone stocked up on merchandise to sell around Gusteko, they'd have taken a huge loss.
Huh. I didn't know that. What kind of stuff sells over in Gusteko?
Ooh, that place is rough. Pretty much everything has some kind of value over there. But right now, I think oil is the best seller.
Right. You could burn it and use it for cooking or something. Makes sense it's so valuable.
Some folks even make a business out of buying up items at a steep discount from merchants who stocked up on the wrong goods.
Sounds like a tough economy.
Yeah, both sides kind of depend on each other. So, if your business ever fails, let me know. I know some people who might be able to help.
I don't even want to think about that. Is this person someone who helped you out too?
Yeah, someone I met through my wife's family. Acted as a mediator for me when I needed it. It really helped me out in the end.
Oh, yeah. Your wife did have this sort of elegant vibe to her. She seemed like a gentle and kind person.
Huh? Have you met her before?
You could say that. Anyway, let's cut to the chase.
Wait, so you're not here to buy any of my appas?
Sorry, I've come for another reason today. I need to gather some intel, and you're the first person that popped into my head. Being a merchant and all, I thought you'd be privy to some rumors that might be floating around. Luckily for us, you seem to be pretty bored. So, do you mind dishing out what you got?
I don't get why you'd think I'm bored, but I do have some downtime. So, what do you want to know? sorry, bud. I'd probably be more helpful if you explained your situation more.
I'm sorry, too. That's just how complicated it is. And I'm honestly not sure how much more I can say.
Judging by that look of yours, I figure you're somehow involved in the royal selection. Did something happen?
That's classified. Seriously, you're better off not asking. Sorry, I gotta get going. Thanks for hearing me out.
All right, come back soon. And you, young lady, you're most welcome anytime.
Yes, thank you. I shall return with Subaru again.
Man, with him again, huh?
What's that supposed to mean?
Subaru, do you have a moment?
Rem? Oh, sorry. My mind wanders when I do yoga like this. What's up?
Sir Reinhard van Estrella is here to see you.
He's here? For me?
Yes. Would you like me to let him in?
Yeah, please.
Hello, Subaru. Sorry for my late visit.
Don't worry about it. But what's this all of a sudden?
Knowing you, I figured you wouldn't sit still being left in the royal capital.
You seem to know me pretty well.
I do consider us friends, after all. In any case, it seems we both have a bit of an issue on our hands. So I thought we could benefit from a mutual exchange of information.
Exchange information, huh? I don't really have much to share, though, just so you know.
That's fine. Just opening up a discussion could lead to new realizations.
How are you so nice? Okay, then. Guess I'll start.
I see. I think I understand Melty a little more now. There was that get-together the other day, too. I would greatly prefer to be on good terms with her camp, including that knight of hers, Tiga.
What about things on your end? Has Felt been staying put? She's not roaming around by herself, is she?
She's not the type to sit idly by no matter what I say. She also has her own way of doing things as well.
So she is roaming around by herself? Are you sure you should let her do that? If she ends up in any sort of trouble...
Not to worry. Should anything befall her, I will rush to her side.
It's crazy how reassuring you make that sound.
That's not mentioning how quick-witted Miss Felt is in her own right. Should she ever find herself in trouble, I know she'll find a way out of it.
I don't know if you should place all your faith in her like that.
I will consider your words of caution. And what of the other camps? Regarding Miss Cruce, Miss Anastasia, and Miss Priscilla, that is.
Ferris, Cruce's knight, has been tending to me every so often. I don't know much about Priscilla. Well, besides the fact that she snuffed me out of the appas I was trying to buy.
Appas?
Yeah. I wasn't able to buy any since she bought out the whole freaking place.
It's still quite impressive that you managed to get close to even Miss Priscilla.
Come on, don't say that. I really feel like she's the most suspicious person out of all the candidates right now. As for Anastasia, was it? Her knight, Julius? I really hate that guy.
It's certainly like you to be blunt about your feelings. It's true that Julius tends to give off a certain impression upon first meeting him. But if you try talking things through, I'm sure you'll have a better understanding of his character. So, how about it? Would you be willing to give it a try?
I guess if the opportunity presents itself, I'll think about it. But we can't really be all buddy-buddy with one another, right? Even if it's proven that the candidates we support are the real deal, we'd still be enemies. Things only get more difficult when you're too friendly with your opponent.
Subaru.
But I understand that we don't have to hate each other in the process.
That's right. I think that's a good way to look at it.
It's just a little something I learned from someone, but I do think there's a lot of truth to it. Thanks for taking the time to stop by tonight, Reinhardt.
Well then, Subaru. As we discussed, I will be heading to Miss Cruchet's mansion now.
Oh yeah, you've got some things to take care of, right? Let's meet up over there after I get my treatment.
Yes, I will see you then. Please remember to not do anything rash, Subaru.
Nah, I won't cause you any trouble. Don't you worry.
You will always be on my mind, Subaru.
Don't think about me so much. You're such a worrywart, you know? Well, I did promise Rem not to do anything stupid. That leaves me with...
Oh, Subaru, you're back again.
Hey, now, that's no way to greet a friend. How can you get tired of seeing this face every day?
You shouldn't really indulge yourself like that. I wouldn't want to hurt your feelings by telling you otherwise.
Subaru! Thank you for coming.
Hey, Melty, Tiga's picking on me. Hey, Subaru, you...
Come now, Tiga. You shouldn't treat our guests like that. It's not very nice of you.
If you say so, Mel. Welcome, Subaru! When do you plan on leaving?
Subaru's a little bitch.
You should look up what welcome means in the dictionary. Is that...
Hmm? Oh, aren't you the boy with Miss Amelia? Coming all the way out here. Have you decided to side against her and join Melty?
No way! What kind of logic is that? No one can replace Mealy, you hear?
I'm sorry, I'm not very helpful.
How does that fit into this?
Subaru, just what do you think you're doing? Making Mel feel down like this?
Don't you join in on this too! Now I'm starting to feel bad.
It's only a joke. You seem to be getting along with Tiga and Melty quite well already. Why don't you defect and join us?
Sakura, isn't asking him to defect coming on too strong? Though, it would be very reassuring to have Subaru on our side. He's the one who defeated the Dusk Bandits, you know?
Well, it's like I said before. I can't take all the credit for that. Mealy is the one who did most of the work. Well, her and Rem. But I certainly won't dismiss any praise.
You really forgot about Otto. Subaru really is a bitch.
Sounds like he's turned you down, Mel. Subaru's loyalty toward Miss Amelia is quite impressive. Or perhaps it's not entirely loyalty that drives him.
Don't pick on me for being so pure of heart, alright? But you're right. Mealy's the only one for me. So while I appreciate the offer, I won't budge on that.
That's a shame. But your attitude is commendable. But really, it is quite a shame. No, I must respect his decision.
Melty is quite the busybody with her emotions.
Totally unrelated, but why did you and Sakura go to Roswell's Manor as emissaries that one day, Tiga? You two aren't from the castle, right? I was just thinking of how unusual that was.
Well, the answer's actually pretty simple. We wanted to, so we volunteered.
You volunteered? But why?
Another simple answer. Being from the 6 candidates camp, we had a late start compared to the other parties. We wanted to gain as much information on the other parties as possible. That's why we jumped at the chance to get in touch with each of them.
Oh, I see. That makes sense when you put it that way. So that means you guys...
Knew why the royal selection was postponed from the very beginning? Why, yes, of course.
Well, having only been informed by emissaries about the delay, I'd been wondering what the reason was this whole time. We've all been pretty confused because we didn't know.
I deeply apologize for any trouble we caused over this.
Oh, no, please, don't worry. Wait, you're not the one I'm holding responsible here, Melty. You didn't even come to the mansion that day. My issue is with the ones who hid that info from us.
Please, don't think badly of us. We were ordered not to divulge any details.
Ordered?
Yes, by the Council of Wise Men. I'm sure they intend to expose the sixth candidate, the imposter.
So they want to find the imposter while withholding information? Maybe that was their way of trying to weed the fake out.
What do you mean?
As in, they were expecting you to leak something you shouldn't have known about. You know, since the imposter would be self-aware of their deception. If there really is someone who knows why the royal selection ceremony was delayed, then they'd be the imposter, since that information isn't publicly available.
Yes. Unfortunately, that didn't work out so well for the Council of Wise Men, now did it?
Yeah, seriously. We have no idea who the imposter's supposed to be right now.
True. But I did come to realize something from our conversation just now. It would appear the imposter is not part of Miss Amelia's camp.
Huh? What makes you say that? I'm glad you seem to trust us and all that, but...
Are you referring to what Subaru said just now?
Subaru was able to deduce the Council of Wise Men's true aim. Such information would already be known by the imposter. Of course, it's possible he's only putting on a front.
But Subaru doesn't look like the type to be good at hiding information like that.
I'm not sure how to feel about that. But you're saying I'm bad at being subtle?
Honesty is a virtue. The other candidates seem well-versed in secrecy.
Well, I can't argue there. There are many nobles and merchants among them, and they can all be pretty crafty.
I feel so helpless.
You need to believe in yourself more, Mel. You're an honored candidate of the royal selection process, just like all the others.
As you can see, this is how we are. Knowing this, I'd like to make a proposition. What do you say to working together, Subaru?
Working together?
We believe you and your faction are trustworthy enough. Do you not feel the same about us?
Well, I guess I wouldn't come here so often if I thought you were super suspicious.
Then I believe we can work together well. But what are your thoughts, Subaru?
I want to say that's not entirely my call to make, but Melty did treat me to some delicious tea.
Does that mean...
Yeah, let's combine our efforts and work together. Although the only thing I can offer in exchange is information. Can we start from there?
Yes, I think that's more than enough. We don't have any other close connections after all.
Close connections?
I've heard the rumors. You've been frequenting that house for your treatment, haven't you? I thought it'd be best to narrow down the list of suspects, beginning with the least suspicious ones.
You're talking about Cruce, right? I see. So that's why you guys wanted to get in touch with me.
Subaru, you don't have to do anything you're uncomfortable with.
Mel?
Thanks for your concern, Melty. But I've already made up my mind. Besides, I'll have to go up against them eventually. I'll do it. I'm counting on you to retrieve my remains when I fall, Tiga.
I take it that's not a good thing.
Spying on Cruce, huh? I feel like that makes me seem ungrateful for all that she's done. No, I must do what needs to be done.
You seem to have a lot of ups and downs, Natsuki.
That voice! Is that you, Anastasia?
That's a bit dramatic. What a coincidence seeing you here.
Yeah, a coincidence. Definitely a chance encounter. Well, I'll be off then. I'm as hungry as a tree hippo, so I'll be leaving.
Is that right? I was actually about to go eat too. Would you care to join me? Oh, and don't worry, we'll split the bill. I doubt you'd want to owe me anything, right?
Feels like she walled off my escape route. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. All right, I'll take you up on your offer.
Good answer. Follow me then. I'll take you to my go-to joint. This place is a real hidden gem. It's one of my all-time faves.
Is this really a restaurant? It looks much more like a bar.
It's a tavern by night, but it serves regular food during the day. Just trust me and try it out.
Trust you, huh? I'll have you know, I'm not easily satiated by just any dish. If they're anything short of... Amazing! The meat's nice and juicy, creating a modest taste. Coupled with the richness of the sauce, it creates a perfect harmony of flavor. It'd be even more perfect with a side of rice. If they offered unlimited helpings of rice, I'd never leave this place. It's like the ultimate cruise package to Flavorville!
I have no idea what that means, but I'm glad you like it. Oh, and don't tell anyone else about this place, okay? I don't want it to get too crowded in here.
All right. But would you mind if I brought just 2 people along?
Oh, that shouldn't be a problem. I assume one of them is Miss Amelia?
Of course. She's at Roswell's Manor right now. But once she's back in the capital, I'm gonna bring her here first thing.
Uh-huh. So, Amelia isn't in town.
She needed to inform Roswell of the situation here. I can only imagine how antsy he's gotten waiting to know why the royal selection got delayed.
Oh, I guess so. I mean, who knew there'd be a 6th candidate, right?
The Council of Wise Men, was it? They could have been more helpful with all of this. If only they told us the reason for the delay from the start.
Oh, the council? I was wondering about that too, but you seem to know an awful lot about this situation already, Natsuki.
Not really. I only found out about their involvement a little bit ago. Apparently, the Council of Wise Men... Phew! Thanks for taking me here. That was really good.
Of course. I should thank you too.
Hmm? For what?
For giving me so much useful information.
Did I just get played?
If you're asking whether I used you or not, then you shouldn't take it the wrong way. All we did was have a nice little chat.
I don't think I'd brush it off that easily.
Anyway, I need to head back for now, since my lunch break is over and all.
Wait a sec, Anastasia! I want to get some info out of you, too!
You want to know how to hire a mercenary like me? How else? You gotta cough up the dough. As long as you pay me, I'll be happy to lend a hand.
There are always guards patrolling around the shopping district. It's one of the safest places in the royal capital, so I can run my business without worries.
We regularly patrol set routes to keep the citizens safe.
What, still want something? I'm busy patrolling here.
Even without the Dusk Bandits around, things are still pretty dangerous around here. I nearly got robbed just the other day. What? How'd I get away? Ah! Look behind you! That's what I said before I sprinted off. It may sound dumb, but it's actually pretty effective.
You're in luck, kid. I'm gonna teach you how to deal with an enemy charging right at you. Barricades are the most effective. Just put one up to stop your opponent's advance. You could even make one right now using the boxes and scraps around here.
Hey, hold on! We're not done! Anastasia?
You saved me, Natsuki. But...
What? What kind of a question is that, boy? As you can so plainly see, the villain has arrived on the scene.
It's a good thing I talked to all those people before I did this.
What do we do, Anastasia? This guy looks like trouble.
Goodness, that was careless of me. I didn't expect him to get here before the others. But don't worry, Natsuki. So long as we get to that stall over there, we'll have the upper hand.
You mean the one behind the bad guy?
We'll just have to shake him off somehow. Come on, let's go.
Wait, Anastasia! What do you mean we'll have the upper hand if we get to that stall? Please tell me what's going on!
Why must we run like this?
It's my line. Running at full speed just after eating is rough. Wait, do I even need to run? Isn't this guy just targeting Anastasia?
I'm a priestess, so I'm not surprised there would be someone after me. I also have many business rivals, so there's no end to the list of people who would want my head. But Natsuki, you wouldn't just abandon me, would you?
Damn, a certain someone's really rubbing off on me. Being so nice only gets me in trouble. So then, what should we do? If so many people have grudges against you, you must have countermeasures in place, right?
Of course. We should be able to meet with my private army soon. We just have to hold our own till then. So I'm in your hands, Natsuki.
Yeah, leave it to me. Well, I say that, but I'm scared out of my mind here. What do I do? Why don't we block him with those portable stalls? That should at least slow him down a bit.
Just make sure I've passed through first. Whatever you do, don't obstruct my escape route.
Anastasia!
Huh? What's this all of a sudden?
Can we really rely on your private army? Wouldn't it be better to call in some guards or something? I doubt they would turn a blind eye to a priestess.
My private army is far more reliable than the guards posted around the city. However, I agree that they could provide some help. Anything of use should be taken advantage of, after all.
Right. In that case, we should hurry... Wait, what?
Would you look at that, Natsuki? Not a single guard in sight. It would be difficult to rely on them in this case. Regardless, let's hurry along, Natsuki. If we meet up with my army, they'll manage to help us out.
You're right that we should hurry, but aren't you worried that that masked guy will catch up to us if all we do is run around?
You're quite the worrier, Natsuki. But being cautious can be good. Okay then, question for you. What do you think we should do?
I think... Let's see. I guess it's best for us to meet up with them as quickly as possible. Wait a second, aren't we running in the opposite direction to meet them?
That's correct, Natsuki. We're being forced to run away from our destination.
Well, so long as that freak's behind us, this is our only path.
Keep this up and I'll catch you in no time, you know?
Damn it! That freak's really gaining on us! Keep running, Anastasia! We need to get away.
Okay, go left. Let's try escaping that way.
Nope. Think this can block me? Don't make me laugh.
These boxes are great for obstructing assailants. There's no way I'm not gonna use this here. So...
Going left here is a faster way to meet up with my private army.
This isn't enough to stop me.
really heavy, but I expected as much.
This can block.
Whoa! Found a good spot to knock over some...
Just a little further. Do your best, Natsuki.
There's no way!
What's all this commotion? You there! What are you doing here acting suspicious?
Man, it's... All right, we're here.
You can rest easy now, Natsuki. Good work.
My lady, are you hurt?
I managed just fine.
Can we leave the rest to you?
You got it. You can count on me.
Leave it to Mimi, too! That weirdo disappeared! Turned tail and ran! Coward!
He ran off in that direction a little bit ago. We could give chase, but it would be difficult to catch up.
He sure was quick. This was supposed to be my time to shine.
Retreating was the correct option. The guards are also beginning to gather after hearing all the commotion.
He did just attack my lady in broad daylight, after all.
Miss Anastasia, are you hurt?
I'm fine. You should really be more worried about Natsuki.
I'm okay. Just a few scratches is all. I don't know what would have happened if we caught up with each other any later, though.
Sorry about that. I thought we had our guard up, but that guy saw an opening and took it.
That's true. It was the exact moment my lady got lost in the crowd. I don't want to believe it, but the only plausible explanation is that he knew about all our movements. His retreat was executed perfectly, too. He's quite the skilled opponent.
And what could this foe want with me? Any ideas, Natsuki?
Judging by how he was talking, I don't think he's doing this just for fun. He seemed to know about the royal selection, so maybe he's some sort of dissenter.
Most likely. How scary. I would have been in quite a lot of trouble if you hadn't been there.
Well then, please do be careful. We'll be distributing wanted posters for that scoundrel at each guard station.
Thanks. We'll protect my lady, so don't you worry about us.
Thank you again for earlier, Natsuki.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. I really didn't do much.
Aw, come on. Don't be so modest. My lady was saved thanks to you. Name's Ricardo. Nice to meet you.
I'm Mimi.
My name is Heitaro. I am Tivy. A pleasure to meet you, Mr. Natsuki.
Are these your personal guards, Anastasia?
Mm-hmm. They're my adorable Iron Fang. Well, maybe not all of them are so adorable.
What? You talking about me? That's cold, after we've known each other for so long.
What? You want me to call you one of my darlings? I never would have guessed that coming from you.
I see. You're a pretty snuggly bunch, huh?
That's right! We're the snuggliest! Snuggly bunch?
Anyway, I made it out in one piece thanks to you guys. Take care of Anastasia.
You be careful as well, Mr. Natsuki. If those related to the royal selection are being targeted, that means this concerns you as well.
I guess you're right.
I could have them escort you back if you'd like. I do owe you after all this.
Yeah! Want us to? We can hold your hands on the way back.
Hold my hands, huh? Sure.
Okay.
Jeez, what a day.
Subaru Natsuki. It must have been quite a day for you.
Yeah. I take it you heard about the incident with Anastasia already.
A royal selection candidate was attacked in the middle of the day. That is a serious matter. I'd like to hear more about it in detail. Would you mind offering some of your time to me after your treatment with Ferris?
Of course. I was just thinking about some things I wanted to discuss with you too.
I will see you later then.
Subaru.
You can go, Rem. I'll be okay. You need to talk to Cruce, right?
Subaru. I am so very sorry. If only I'd been by your side.
Don't look so down in the dumps. It was my fault for not being more aware. I'm involved in the ceremony that decides the next ruler of this kingdom. Of course there'd be all sorts of risks involved. We need to be more careful.
Okay. Fairy's healing time will now begin. I heard about all Mew went through today, so Fairy here will take extra care in your treatment. But Mew knows Subaru. Mew need to stay out of trouble, seeing as Mew are so weak and all. I've been entrusted to care for Mew, so I want Mew to focus on your treatment instead of doing all that dangerous stuff.
Yeah, I know. I'm counting on you.
Alrighty, now just relax.
I apologize for taking up some of your time, Subaru Natsuki. But a royal candidate being attacked is not something that can be overlooked. Tell me more about what happened.
Right, of course. Where do I begin?
What is it?
Well, it's just that Anastasia pulled a fast one on me earlier. To be honest, it makes me a bit hesitant to speak my mind.
You were concerned about letting slip something that could put Amelia at a disadvantage?
How'd you know?
Seeing how cautious you are being, I presume this must be related to Amelia. You were dealing with Anastasia Hoshin, the chairwoman of a prestigious trading company. You shouldn't blame yourself so much for being outplayed by her. Her area of expertise is in the spoken word, after all.
I don't know what to say.
Then what do you propose we do? If you are still reeling from today's events, we could postpone our conversation.
No, that wouldn't be fair to you. Besides, I do want to talk to you right now. So...
If you have something else on your mind, let's hear it. What would you like to do?
Let's see... Why don't we take turns asking questions? I think I can handle it if we exchange information equally.
Very well. I accept. I will answer any questions you may have in kind. So, what would you like to know?
Alright then. I noticed that you've been pretty busy lately. Does that have anything to do with the royal selection?
Indeed. It has been postponed for the time being, but it will surely resume in due time.
I've also been seeing a ton of supplies and people coming and going from this place. Is all of that movement part of the royal selection too?
You're quite observant. Though it is not as if I have been making an effort to hide it. I suppose it's no surprise that you've noticed. Your guess is not too far from the truth.
Do you mean it's not directly related to the royal selection, but it's not completely unrelated either?
That's right. It will likely impact the royal selection process to some degree, although that isn't my main intention. So then, my turn, Subaru Natsuki. Who directed you to look into my plans?
Directed me? That's a bit presumptuous, don't you think?
I can see that you are not the type that can keep secrets. And if we are permitted to deceive one another, then I will adjust my answers accordingly.
The thing is...
I see. We must have an agreement with that person as well. Then that means you will not reveal their identity.
Cruce, I
will put this matter to rest for the time being, based on your reaction. It is not as if I have gained nothing in return from this exchange. So, shall we continue?
I think I'd be asking too much of you at this point.
That's all for today.